So here is a overview of what we're going to be going over today. I want to talk a little bit about, I want to welcome you to the university, talk a little bit about us, our mission, our vision, go over some technology and course registration materials that we have here, talk about how attendance is going to be tracked throughout and show you a course outline. And then after that, discuss about our APA writing style next to the textbooks. And there will be an additional page for resources that I'll show you and talk about. And then we'll do the tutorial, which is going to be showcasing ACE 100, which will be your first class. And then after that, we will be going over and any questions we have. But again, if you have questions that come up, just feel free to ask away. So again, everyone, welcome to orientation and to California Intercontinental University. You're starting your journey, and we're here to help you and provide you with resources that will blow our expectations out of the water. It will be a challenge. It's not going to be a cakewalk, but you are not alone, and you will come out of this program with more skills and knowledge than you had before. So I do want to discuss a little bit about our vision and mission, why we make decisions and what we believe in here. So California Intercontinental University offers relevant, in-demand, accredited online programs designed to enhance each student's professional career. So we equip the next generation of business professionals, leaders, and entrepreneurs with the confidence, qualifications, and competence to succeed in the global business community and economy. And our vision is to become the university of choice for entrepreneurial professionals around the globe who are seeking a student-centered, skill-based online education to help enhance them, their careers, and improve their lives. So through our mission and our vision, this has helped us develop our pillars. So these are kind of like also guidelines that we use. So these pillars are to, our first one is to keep it personal. We do this through multiple versions of support that we offer, from technical support all the way to tutoring services. And we also encourage you inside and outside of the classroom. Our second pillar here is to keep it accessible. We want to make education accessible all over the world while also making it accessible through affordability. And we offer different forms of affordability like financial aid, scholarships, and flexible payment plans. And the third pillar here that we embody at CIU is our entrepreneurial spirit. So CIU was created by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs, and we want to help you grow, lead, and flourish to gain the most skills you can. So let's tap right into technology. The technology for the program, if you have a reliable computer and a connection to the internet, you will be able to accomplish the program. This program cannot be done through a phone. You need a computer and a connection to the internet. We do also provide you with a subscription to Microsoft 365 for you to have. You have access to all the tools to complete your program like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. We do also recommend users to use Google Chrome web browser. You can easily get it from the internet because it's easy to use. And we test our technology in it, so we know Google Chrome works with our web platform. And then also Adobe Acrobat Reader will give you an advantage because you'll view PDFs and download them onto your computer, making your life a little easier. And if you ever have any questions about anything, to be honest, you can use the link caluniversity.edu/help or click on help in the Learn Center that I'll show you soon. And it will, you'll get response from a live person here very quick. There's also, I do want to mention our university email policy. So when it comes to communication, we do call and text students, but for emailing, we want to make sure that everyone is on the same communication platform, which is why all emails from staff, instructors, or through the Learn Center will be sent to your student email, and we provide you with that. Also, if you want to access some of the resources we offer, you need to access your email. That's how you'll download Microsoft Office 365, for example. So there's two places as a student where you're going to spend a lot of time. There's the student portal and the Learn Center. First is the student portal. This is like the administrative headquarters for you. You'll be able to find degree audits here, see where you're at in your degree. You can see your schedule for the future and upcoming classes. You'll be able to see your overall grades. There's an area for account and payment information if you have a balance or not. There's also an area for information change if you have to move, have a name change. And then there's also an area to request a student ID. So that's the student portal. This is the Learn Center. The Learn Center is going to be where you spend 90% of your time because this is where the classes are found. So we use a program called Moodle, which makes this is a resource that makes navigation very easy for the user, as well as makes classes simple to do. Inside the Learn Center, we have the Student Resource Center. That will give you all the aid you need to accomplish the program with things like tutor.com, which is the 24/7 tutoring service, our APA template to help you with adjusting to APA format, and a Turnitin sandbox that lets you scan your papers to make sure you're not plagiarizing. We also have an online library called the LIRN. You can find a ton of peer-reviewed and professional articles to help you accomplish your studies or if you need resources for an assignment. You can also you also have a My Classes tab, so you can see the current class, but I'm going to show you how to use the left sidebar, which will make navigating super easy for you. So let's visit the calendar. So currently we are in term 7, which ends on November 8th, and you will be beginning your classes on term 8, which is November 9th. So you're coming in at a nice time because you'll be taking your first class, and then you'll notice between the end of the year and the beginning of the year that there's a short break. This is going to be a nice warm up for you, give you time for the holidays. We do have term breaks throughout the year. So we have one in the spring and we have one in the summer. This is nice because it helps kind of chunk up the class so you're not feeling overwhelmed by taking one class after another. Typically every like 3 classes there's a break, or 2 or 3 classes, which is really nice. So if you ever want to find our academic calendar, this is going to be in a catalog, and our academic calendar for 2021 will be coming out soon. Let's talk about the registration. Here at CIU, we don't make you go through like a hassle like at a traditional school where you have to stay up till midnight and then register for classes only to lose out on the opportunity you wanted to get thrown into a class you didn't want in the first place. We automatically register you for the next class to make it easy, and also the best class for you to have progress. And for our degrees here, our undergraduate program, we have our associate's degrees and our bachelor's degrees. So for associates, it's a 20-course program where you'll have 11 gen ed classes and then 9 specialized classes. You'll also, if you're in the bachelor's degree though, which is the associates is half of the bachelor's. The bachelor's degree is a 40-class program with 9 core courses. Then you have 24 specialization courses and 7 general education courses. I do want to remind everyone, though, that during the first week, this is the time that you can add and drop classes per our university policy. So let's say later down the road, you're in a class and you're thinking it's really easy and would like to take on more classes. You can do so, but you need to get approval, and then also it needs to be done during the first week. For attendance, I can't stress enough how important attendance is. You should make sure that you're signing into class often so that you don't fall behind. And you also need to make sure that you're posting in the course room, because this is how you actually track progress. So attendance can be posted by submitting us an assignment, taking a quiz or an exam, or posting in one of the discussion forums or warm-ups. This is how attendance is tracked. The following does not count as posting attendance. Logging in is not attendance. You need to make sure that you're doing something when you go in. Participating in academic counseling, like using tutor.com, going into the Student Resource Center, using the online library, talking with a student services advisor or myself, this is not participation. So using any of the resources, like that doesn't count as participation. Participation is posting something inside your classroom. You need to make sure that you're tracking attendance because non-participation, especially in week one, can result in program cancellation. And you can miss out on a lot from just missing a week. So you need to make sure you're also tracking attendance and doing work, because if you're not doing either of those, your GPA is probably not doing well. And GPA also helps determine scholarship and different kinds of aid. So these are a couple commonly asked questions that I like to try and tackle now. So who should I contact for technical support? You can always submit a ticket at caluniversity.edu/help. Where can I find my degree audit and grades, or where can I update my personal information? This is both done inside the portal at myportal.caluniversity.edu. When can I access my course room? So you start class on November 9th, which is two weeks from now, a week and a half on Monday, but we like to give you access a little early so that you can explore. So you get access on the Friday before your class starts, which I believe is November 6th, if I'm remembering that correctly off the top of my head. And do I have to participate in class weekly? Yes, there are weekly course requirements that you need to make sure you're meeting. And if you're not doing it, you're going to show up on one of our lists and receive phone calls so that we can help you get caught up. So here is a snippet of the first week and the progression model for the intro class ACE 100. So this is kind of how the weeks break down, and I will share a demo of this course today so you'll be able to see what it actually looks like. So a typical week will have a breakdown like this, where other than the biography post, which is your only post that you do the first day, you review your instructional materials. You'll participate in a warm-up and a discussion. I'll explain what those are during the tutorial today. You'll take a syllabus quiz to make sure that you've read the syllabus. You can have the syllabus pulled up next to you. The purpose is for you to understand what you're supposed to be doing in the class. And then also you'll have to submit your weekly assignment on Sunday. So we do have a clock inside the classroom in case you are not in California, so that you can do your classes anywhere. So we do set time, date and time for our assignments. Typically they're Wednesdays or Sundays by 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you have something due Wednesday, 11:50 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, there's a clock in the Learn Center that'll show you, that lets you know this is what time it is in California, so I have this much time left to do my work. And then the model goes week 1 through 6. A really nice progression model, and I think you'll really get an understanding of it when we go into the slides, into tutorial. So here at CIU, we also use a business writing style called APA. We use a mix between the 6th and 7th edition, while the 7th edition was just rolled out. We use it to keep uniformity and also clarity in your writing. And this will be something that you'll be able to learn pretty quickly, because we have a ton of ways to help you learn it through the instructor, the self-paced courses, as well as a template to help make you a pro. And also in the course room, we have our textbooks. So we embed all of our textbooks in the classroom to make it easy for you to access it. The first time that you use the book, you'll have to create an account using your school credentials. But once that's done, I suggest downloading the app. There's an app for VitalSource that'll allow you to view your book on a computer, a tablet, or on your smartphone. And if you do this, you'll also be able to download your books and read them offline. So let's say you're on a road trip and don't have internet, you could still do your reading so that you can get caught up while you're continuing to live your life. So here's a few, like I've gone over some of these already, but I want to go through them all with a quick explanation of what they are. So there's the LIRN, which is our online library found in the Learn Center with a ton of peer-reviewed and professional articles to help you with your studies. You have access to tutor.com, which is a 24/7 tutoring service. There's also a premium Grammarly account provided to you that you'll be able to use as like a spell check software. This helps you with spelling, grammar, sentence structure, and just makes you a better writer over time. And we provide instructions and ways for you to help get that. We also provide you with details on how to download the program in the Student Resource Center that I'll show you today. You also have a student service advisor who's going to provide you, we provide to you as an additional resource. There's someone for you to contact. And then there's also the previously mentioned Turnitin sandbox checker that I talked about for you to check for plagiarism in your papers. And if you ever need additional assistance or like a video tutorial on how to do something, we do have a lot of those on our CIU YouTube channel that will make your life a lot easier. Then we also do provide new students like you with the opportunity to have the first term experience. So the first term is your first class, and in that first class, you will be assigned a mentor who's going to help you. They'll be checking in with you each week, helping set goals, helping you develop skills that you need to help progress through the class and pass, as well as they also will help you develop your skills. So while you're learning throughout the class, you could also work on, maybe you want to help build up your resume. Maybe you need guidance on cover letters. Maybe you just want to learn how to do APA better. This mentor can be someone who can work with that slowly with you throughout the 6 weeks you work with them. Here's a quick view of some important names and people. So for financial aid questions, you can reach out to Joanna Amaral or Rita Garcia. For anything to do with registrar, including transcript requests or receiving, you can reach out to Gina Borelli. There's our student accountant who you can reach out to for payments, which is Isaac Garcia. And then if you ever have any questions and don't know who to ask or need help and don't know where to go, you can always submit a ticket at university.edu/help. So I'm about to do the tutorial. Is there any questions?
Excuse me.
All right. Well, if there's no questions, I'll get right into the tutorial. And I think the most important part of the tutorial is to show you how to actually log in. So to do so, you're going to go to caluniversity.edu, which is our website, and you'll see a bunch of tabs up here: the home, about, programs, tuition, admissions, and student. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
I hope so, because I just did a whole presentation. So under student, you'll be able to see the Learn Center, the student portal, which are both the ones I just talked about, as well as an area for student resources and transcript requests. But to log into your classroom, you're going to go to the Learn Center. So you'll click on that. I've already logged in because it'll ask you to put in your credentials that'll be provided to you after you're onboarded. So you put in your credentials and you'll log in. So I'm logged in. I'm on our home screen. So this is home. As I said, there's a clock that mentions to you what time it is. Right now it is currently 2:54 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or military time 14:54. So to kind of navigate through it, there's our home page that'll let you go through and see announcements by us. Like you can see our commencement updates, some resources provided. There's the My Courses tab that'll show you all the current courses you're enrolled in. I'm enrolled in a bunch because this is my demo account. There's the link that will bring you directly to the student portal. There's the Student Resource Center, which is where you'll be able to find a ton of stuff to help you. For example, there's the APA templates, the reference guide to the 7th edition. For doctorate students, there's a dissertation and format checklist. In the important resources section, I highly suggest checking this out because you'll find the student handbook, our transcript request form, the calendar for the academic year, as well as a catalog on the courses and student rights. There's our policy on academic honesty and student code of conduct. On our book list, in case you would like to look up any of the books after you're done with your class. An area that shows you the contact information and a little bit about your student service advisor. So Eduardo Hernandez, who's our student services team lead, sees students last name A through K. And Tina Esminobar, who's our student services advisor, will see students' last names L through Z. And their information is there if you ever need to contact them. They do the onboarding process and giving you your credentials. So for some useful tools, there's the Vital Source that explains how you can get it, how it works. There's Microsoft Office, shows you video tutorials on how to download it, what to do. Grammarly, as I mentioned before, how to download it, activate your account. And then there's also the student Turnitin Sandbox. This is the plagiarism scanner I mentioned earlier. You simply go in here, submit a paper, and you'll get a score, letting you know so that before you turn it in, because all of our assignments require it to go through the Turnitin system when you submit it. So there's also writing resources, some national resources, and then some technology resources to guide you through stuff. So I now want to show you the actual class. I want to show you a demo class. So here's how it works. Once you're here, I mentioned before that there's a left sidebar. That's what this is. So this opens and closes. From here, though, you can see my courses that'll list what you're currently enrolled in for your term. So for this demo, we're going to use ACE 100. So you'll click on that, and it'll bring you to your classroom. So this is our easy layout to make it super simple for you to navigate. You have the start here. You can click on participants, see who else is enrolled. You can see your grades or navigate through any of the course by using the sidebar. I use this all the time. So for that, you'll just click start here. And from here, you can see what the class is about, the syllabus for the course, if there's a book or not, the instructor contact information. It's good to read through this because sometimes they post their office hours so that you know when they're free to reach out to. And then there's also course announcements. Your professor should be making announcements each week to let you know with any updates about the classroom. So then you can use this down here to go to the next tab. I use the left-hand sidebar to navigate. It's easy. You click here on week 1, and then it brings you to week 1. So here you can see what you'll be learning this week, the assignments and due dates for everything, which is nice because you can go, oh, I have this due Monday. I have 2 of these things due on Sunday. I have a few things due by Sunday. Just because it's due by that day, it doesn't mean you have to do it on that day. You can do it beforehand. And then when you've done it, we leave these checkable for you so you can go to yourself, okay, I did this. What do I have left to do? So you see the due dates, and then below you have the actual activities. So for the activities, you'll click on them. It'll bring you in. You'll have a description of what you're supposed to be doing and when it's due. So for example, to start, share a little bit about yourself and your educational goals, and one of two pieces of technology you can't live without. You can post a picture or a link to expand your introduction. Remember to share your post by Monday, 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's the intro. I'm going to show you the discussion really quick and how it works. So your discussion is building a vision statement. It requires some reflection. It tells you what you should be doing, gives you examples. There's so to test it in here, you can see one of my colleagues, Alex, has done a post, so you can see other people's posts. You can add a new discussion yourself. So for example, I'm going to just do, this is your subject. You'd put discussion 1 or whatever the topic of your discussion is. Vision statement. And then you would type your actual post. I want to be more professional. and then you would submit. So your post will obviously be longer because there's a word limit. You have a 150 word limit for your actual post here. So you'll submit, and then now you'll see your post next to your classmates. So to view a post, because for discussions, you need to respond to 2 classmates with 75 words each. So for example, I'm going to use Alex. So Alex has a post in here. You can see his post, see what he was talking about, and then you can reply to the post. So you'd put the subject, retest, and put what you want to say. Great post. You would obviously say more. I'm just doing this as an example so that you can see. You'll submit it, and now you'll see his post and then a response post to this. So every time you respond, it comes out to the right a little more. So now you can go back to the discussion and see everyone's posts, the last time someone replied to a post, and also your own posts. So you go back to week 1. That was a discussion. I want to show you how the assignment works. So the assignment, you work on a SWOT analysis, which is the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, a lot of those. So this is to help you. And then your assignment is to do one and then talk a little bit about it. We provide you with a sample assignment so that you can see what it looks like and can kind of imitate it, but with your own twist. That way you're not plagiarizing. And then the submission status. So this will let you know, 1, if you've submitted anything, 2, if you've received a grade for it, 3, how it's going to be graded, 4, the last time it was touched or modified, and then 5, any submission comments by yourself. So to add a submission, what you're going to do is you're going to click add a submission, and now your screen's going to change. So you can simply, I like to just drag and drop. You drag a file and drop it. Once the blue bar is gone, it'll show that it's submitted. You don't use this online text section. You're supposed to submit papers in Word documents. Or you can search through your files. You can search for any recently uploaded or choose a file from your desktop. Then you'll click Save Changes, and it'll show that it's uploaded. So as you can see, now it's submitted for grading, but it's not graded for my paper yet. So you can see here that there's your file is submitted, and your Turnitin scanner is being queued. So my scanner is going to come back with incredibly high plagiarism score because it's a paper I've copied and already used somewhere. But it takes a little bit for it to actually be queued for there. So don't worry about that too much until you go back and look at it later. And then also there's the quiz. Quiz is really simple. You'll click attempt. You'll be able to go through, answer the questions, and go to the next page. Make sure that you answer them all. This is an easy way to earn points. And then you have your other stuff to do that week, but that is how the course works. You progress through each week using the left sidebar. So there's different assignments each week. Reach week 6. And then at the bottom, there's a supplementary course resources page. So this is a way for you to get the Student Resource Center, the library, any self-paced courses. I highly suggest, and I'm going to recommend, that you take our first CIU steps. This will show you the basics of how to use our program. There's also an APA course if you'd like to learn more about that. And then tips on flashcards, note-taking, and tutor.com and Grammarly. So with that being said, I want to thank you all for listening to what I have to say. I know I go kind of quick, but it is recorded. So I also want to remind you that you deserve to be here. You were accepted into the program for a reason, because we believe in you. We believe in the skills and the goals that you have in your mind, and we want to be there with you along your journey. And you're not alone in this. You have not only, school is going to have its challenges. And there's a lot of people who are facing struggles as well and have families, have life going on. So you're not in this alone. If you ever need help, reach out and we'll be there for you. And then also, this is a process. This is not going to be something you're going to complete in a few months. This is going to take time. So we will help you develop skills to make it easier, but just don't go in with the mindset that you're going to complete this lickety split. It is a degree. This is not something accomplished with 24 hours of work. So you will get there. You got this. We're here for support, and I'll be there along the journey as well. With that being said, I am going to end the recording.